location, just left them there. Hold that thought. Welcome to Amped Up Outdoors. You're with the Redcoat Fisherman. Today I am out on one of my favourite haunts, carp fishing as always. It's one of the things I always love to do. So I'm back at this location. I've been out of it for a while because it's post-spawn. I'm trying to not stress out the carp as it is. As much as it's a deterred fish in the US, I love it the most, and a lot of the other Amped Up crew will do the same thing. Oh, getting a couple of switches here, a couple of bites. Recently just got set up here on the location that I'm at. Got a couple of lines out, 2 lines running 2 size 8 hooks with a little hair on a hair rig system on a method lead as well. So it's a running method lead, so it gets a bit of free run. It's an ESP system. My kit that I use normally is NGT stalker rods. I do love the NGT stalker rods with a forged tackle setup and Fox Micron bait alarms. My 2 spools I like to use more often than not are a Daiwa bait caster or a bait runner and a Avenger, which is the Akuma. It's a beautiful system. They're both good, they're both pretty reliable, and I've had no failures on them at all. Especially for an NGT stalker rod, it's small enough, it's usable, and it's actually practical. Been no problems, and I've had it running now for a good 4 years. Done me good. Line I've got on there as well is the Witchwood 18-pound test. This is the fluoro. It's got a purple colour to it, so it's less effective to react with light. So it's pretty good for in the water, so it doesn't give off a light reaction. Most of my fishing locations is out at a point out here. You can probably see a nice little marker point, which is basically 3 sticks sticking out of the water. You might not be able to see them, but you probably can. And then what I've done is I've preset 2 lines, pretty much a good 130 meters out. 130 meters is just the right spot because it's just on a shelf line in that zone. You're going to see if I catch anything, you're going to actually get a couple of visuals. As I say, most of this reason why I've not been in this location is 1, because it's on the post spawn after the spawning season. Also, I was here a while ago and we had the bow hunters in, and they basically hit a load of the carp and then just put them down this location, just left them there. Hold that thought. Possibly a smaller, but he definitely tanked that. He definitely tanked that one. Like I said, that was on the shelf. Let it go, let it go, let it run. As I say, I'm using 18-pound mono line, a fluoro line itself. I don't want to actually put too much pull on the line. I want to keep it quite stable, let it run, let the fish wear itself down a little bit more than you think. So it's creating less stress on that fish. As I say, I love these NGT stalker rods. They are fantastic rods. I've had no problems with them since I've had them. And gone from a good carp company at the time over here. And like I said, they've never failed. Holding some nice things. This one again, I'm using the Avenger spool on this one. This is the Avenger bait runner. Small enough. It actually works pretty well. Venture in the water for this one. It doesn't swim that way, it's the other way. I'm being that reel spool giving some run. You notice there's actually possibly more other carp in around this area that are just sitting and settling. Or it could even be a snakehead just settled down there. You never know. It's pretty shallow. It's actually a nice shallow zone. Definitely doesn't want to come in just yet. As I say, I'm not pulling hard on the rod, I'm not pulling hard on the line. I'm just gently feeding. That's all I want to do, is I just want to feed it back. I want to bring it back without putting stress on the fish. There we go. I'm putting too much stress on my other line with the rod. Let's send the alarm off. Not ready yet. But a good thing, like I said, simple method feed I make on myself, and this time I'm using what's called a pineapple buoy from Nash Tackle. That's one of the ones I'm using on this with an extra hook, an extra piece of corn on top, fake corn, just to give it that little bit of buoyancy. There he goes, he still wants to play. He's definitely not ready to come in yet. It's probably no more than about 10 pounds, being a small one, but it's a small fighter, and a lot of time the small ones give me more fight than the big ones, to be honest. But hey, that's the part of fishing. It's not catching, it's fishing. Yep, it's small. Another beautiful specimen right there. Like I said, the smaller ones always give the fight. Beautiful.
Ooh! Let's see what else I got in the bag. A little minnow as well, I think.
Like to do my general inspection of things. There again, what I see with this one's been a little bit of a war battle. Dorsal fin on top. Take a bit of a beating from it. Could have been from a prop, could have been from another fish, could have had a good attack on it, could have hit it. It could be many things, but we can't tell. We're not always there, specialists on these things, but all I care about is my idea of capture, photo and release. I like to take a good picture of them. I like to inspect them, check them over and give them an idea of see what they've been doing, or sometimes if they've given off any of their fecal matter, being able to find out what they're eating, and being able to understand possibilities of using different types of baits in these locations. But as I say, at the moment, this has been a pineapple Nash boilie, 10mm, small boilie, and it's been on the ball. And I've had it many times here, being hitting, never had a fail on that boilie, which is good. Never mind, I like it. This beauty actually wants to get away from me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say this one's probably around about 11, 12 pounds. This one's a lot healthier than the one I've had before, and I can't really grumble. As I say, obviously it's post-spawn season, still some weight to it, but it's not, I don't feel any mass weight of what you expect to see in spawning. Really light, and gave a good fight. So here we go, I'm going to do a good idea. That's the other thing as well. That's why I like to have some sort of device to float with, or a padded mat on ground, because carp like to, although you get them in the net, they will slam themselves down, and technically, it's actually not really healthy for them. It's the same with any fish, really. Do you want to take it out of the water? If you're just catching and releasing it, or do you want to just catch it, put it back in the water, put it in a cushion or on a mat, just so you know you get a good picture of it. For me, having mat with me all the time is good. It's protecting the fish, it's making the fish show some sort of visual with the colours, and in some ways I can keep sort of control of it. And this one floats, so it's a good thing. But as I say, I'll let this one go. I'm proud of this one, it's a good strike. You heard it, you saw it, it struck that rod straight away. And that was within what, probably about 10-15 minutes of that bait being out. Good location for me to fish, as I say. Cannot beat it. Salute to you, good fish. Off you go. the nectar feeder.
All I need was just a little bit of a shot.
Get in. Steady, steady.
What did I say?
14,
16 dead.
16.
Close to.
Sweet, man.
That's a good weight. It's a pretty healthy one as well.
You with the Red Coat Fisherman and with Amped Up Outdoors. Just to let you know, first fish on the bank is a beautiful carp. It's been through the walls, this carp has. Got some damage on his side. It's also missing an eye, if I can get in close. Get some visuals on the damage. You see, even missing an eye. But this one's done well. It's been through the battle and it's still going. Even on its tail. We've been through a lot of stress on his tail, so obviously you can see spawning season is pretty much over, I guess, and they're restocking and refeeding for themselves. But I'm happy with this one. Came in at 16 dead, so it's a good all weight. What I'm going to do is release this one back in and let it be on its way. All I can say is thank you very much, my good friend. You gave me a good fight. You'll see it in the video. And a quick one. You can see his good side. On his good side, look at that. Could possibly have another one on the bike. Well, it's going to be a wrap for me today. At the moment, I've got one rod still out there. You've got that one lucky rod. You never know, it might go off. Just like at the beginning, that rod went off on midway through conversation. So let's wrap it up. This is just an introduction of what I've been on to, what I do, and what we're going to show for some other content, future content. We're going to try and get the actual big team together. We'll all get together and do some in the fall chasing some big carp. Hope we get some nice size carp. This location, I normally get a couple of mirrors out of it, but today, a bit of a shame. Some nice fish caught, one loss. I mean, best way of explaining it, always check your hooks when putting the cast out. You've got to be careful. When I found out the reason why I lost that was the hook was dull. So all I did, got the file out and quickly sharpened it back up. Just a couple of flicks on the file and that thing was on spot. It was on the point, and it was every time it took that fish. So, in summary, let's hope and pray I get that one out before this thing ends. But yeah, okay. So, from the Red Coat himself, from Out with Amped Up Outdoors, catch you all on the other side, guys.